So, Mr. Beast's video editor has been fired after he was found to be betting on the Kalshi prediction platform. The video editor was also fined $20,000 by the platform for using non-public information. Essentially, they're accusing him of insider trading, which for my non-betting folks out there who don't gamble is very illegal, essentially.
Basically, using information that's basically not public to trade while making money off of. It's like what Nancy Pelosi was allegedly doing.
Essentially, you have insider information of which is not known by the public for your personal gain to earn money. And I just gotta say, I don't condone this. I don't advocate for it. But if you are going to do this, please don't use your real name. Don't use your real phone number, your email address, your real identification. Actually get alt accounts from the black market, of which you can safely use to try and finesse the system with. Why would you ever use your real identity? Again, don't get it. But apparently, Mr. Beast himself, Jimmy, has now fired this man, this editor, working on behalf of him after he traded around $4,000 on markets related to Mr. Beast and on Kalshi. You could basically bet on anything that they have up there. They have a lot of, as you can see, various different things. You can bet on politics, sports, culture, crypto, climate. What else do we have? Tech and science. And as you can see here, when you search up Mr. Beast, they have different things you can bet on for Mr. Beast. Like, what will Mr. Beast say during his next YouTube video? And then you can insert whatever you want. Like, I don't know, $5 here, $6, and it shows you your odds of winning, 52% chance of winning, and then if you win, a $12 payout essentially. And you know, the rarer the odds or the less of the odds, the more you get paid, right? Another one here says, will Mr. Beast reach 500 million subscribers this year? The odds of winning with a $5 bet, an 89% chance of winning. So if I put this bet in, I would get a payout of $6. So let's say for fun, $1,000. I would earn basically a guaranteed $124 off of this 1,000 because Mr. Beast, I mean, unless this man is banned for some crazy reason or shadow banned, he's definitely reaching 500 million subscribers, right? Guy's already sitting at 470 million subscribers. So it's another 30 million. He's definitely going to get that. But according to NPR, they say Kalshi reveals insider trading case against editor for Mr. Beast, and he has been recently identified as Artem Kuptor, as you can see here in this documentation of them banning him after this investigation. And so far, this is the only image I could find of the guy. As you can see, he has VFX editor at Mr. Beast in his bio. He also had his LinkedIn profile attached to his bio. So yeah, guy, you messed up. He definitely did work for Mr. Beast. But they say the Mr. Beast employee who Kalshi identified as Artem Kuptor in regulatory filings traded around $4,000 on markets related to the streamer, the company said. Kalshi investigators discovered that Kuptor had, and I quote, near perfect trading success on bets about the YouTuber's videos with low odds, making the wagers appear suspicious according to company officials.
Bro, this is one thing. When you're doing shit like this, at least give yourself at least 1 or 2 losses.
Many people place wagers about Mr. Beast on Kalshi. People bet hundreds of thousands of dollars on what he will say in this next video, which is just absurd to me. But they go on and say that there are markets on the numbers of subscribers he will bring on this year, and people are betting on when exactly Mr. Beast will get married. But Kalshi investigators say Kuptor was using proximity to the streamer as a way of trying to make quick cash, which in my opinion, obviously, is incredibly dumb. Morals aside, you know, is dumb as hell, knowing that you're fully linked to Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy, through federal documentation. Like, how dumb can you be? Using your real identity to bet on behalf of your boss, like not on behalf of him, but knowing that he's your boss and you have inside information while you are legally tied to him, you get paid by him, and you're using that information to essentially win guaranteed gambles. But they say using confidential information to manipulate markets is prohibited by Kalshi's rules and could violate federal law. They said, and I quote, we investigated and found that the trader was employed as an editor for the streamer's show and likely had access to material non-public information connected to his trading, end quote, said Robert Denault, the company's head of enforcement. So they caught on to this guy. They said, holy shit, we're losing too much money off of this one user. I'm sure a lot of people realize that like casinos and gambling platforms, they do have a quota that they have to meet, and they do have algorithms that determine if a particular player or user may be cheating or not, and will lead investigations on that particular user's behavior. Even if that person is fully vetted and they're not cheating, and if they just so happen to win too much, casinos will just straight up ban a lot of people. If you win too much, you're making the casino lose way too much money, or the gambling platform is losing way too much money.
I've seen way too many videos of that. Yo, look at you. Yo, show your ID again. You already showed your ID to get in. Why the hell do you need to show your ID to stay in? Be weak. You have to wait and show it. Oh, get off this game. You can't play this game no more. Why? You need a good reason. We're losing too much money.
Off of one person, they're just going to end up banning that user, which is kind of crazy to me. But alas, as you guys know, when it comes to gambling, I believe it's pretty much a scam across the board. I think all of it is rigged. But anyway, they say Kalshi said the company froze the account in question, so Couture was not able to withdraw any profits. He was fined $20,000 and suspended from the platform for 2 years. Kalshi also said the case was reported to regulators at the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or the CFTC, which oversees prediction markets like Kalshi. So they don't consider it traditional gambling like blackjack or poker, but it's in a separate category for futures trading, predicting. It's like the stock market, essentially. You're placing bets on what is likely to happen in the future. I know it basically is gambling. The stock market is gambling, but it's just legally, I guess, defined differently. A spokesperson for Beast Industries, Mr. Beast's company, said it, and I quote, has no tolerance for insider trading. We have a long-standing policy in place against employees using proprietary company information in order to safeguard the highest standards and ethics throughout our organization, end quote. The spokesperson told NPR, adding that employees are banned from trading on prediction markets in Mr. Beast-related markets. The Mr. Beast-related trades, and I quote, potentially violated, end quote, federal laws against misusing confidential information to manipulate commodity markets, otherwise known as insider trading, according to a statement from the CFTC. So yeah, this is not a traditional gambling site. It essentially is like futures bets, trading on what will potentially happen in the future. I don't know how that's any different from straight up gambling. I guess it's because it's digital and not physical, I guess. And you have like literally like, I guess, multiple people betting on a particular thing instead of just you as the individual, I suppose. Hey, I don't know. These things are super arbitrary depending on the laws and jurisdictions of which they are happening in. You know, and now people are saying, seeing how gambling is shoved down everyone's throats these days, we're only going to see this more and more. Some people are going to get desperate to make money. Some will try to see if they can get away with it. Another person said, oh wow, I didn't realize prediction markets were completely ruined already. Insider information is literally the entire point. And by the way, side note, I hope people realize that our politicians literally have insider trading and they use it to make millions, tens of millions on the stock market. So they basically do this, what Artem did on Kalshi, but on a global scale on various stock markets. Ever wonder why a politician with a salary of $200,000, when you actually Google them and they're worth like $50 million, ever wonder why? Yeah. Another person said fined 20K while profits were in the six figures. I'm not sure about that. I don't know where they got that information from. Another person said, one moment you're working behind the scenes on huge videos, the next you're out the door over a decision that probably felt harmless at the time. Wild how a quick bet can end up costing way more than $20,000. That sounds like it was written by ChatGPT or Grok, but nonetheless true. Another person said, now are they going to do this with politicians, right? It's funny too. I just found this tweet from like a year ago, August 29th, 2025. Someone said, be Mr. Beast's editor. Know that next vid is a challenge with a bathtub. Create a poly market, which is like another version of Kalshi. Predictions betting. About Mr. Beast's next video, create decoy bets, create main bet, and I quote, Mr. Beast will say the word tub. Bet on your insider bet. So many copy trades now cost 48 cents to buy 35-cent odds profit with this image here. So basically he's saying, hey, you can make a lot of money insider trading, knowing what Mr. Beast is going to do next on Poly Market, another variation of Kalshi, and you can cash out. Honestly, I just got to say, for anybody working for anyone who's famous, a creator, and the such, do not do this. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, sure, potentially you could finesse the system, but is the short-term gain worth the long-term pain? Especially if you're working for Mr. Beast, you're probably getting paid a ton of money. Like, genuinely, what are we doing? So yeah, this editor, VFX editor, is cooked. Artem, holy shit. Next time, use someone else's account. Why would you ever use your account? That literally, I'm still mind blown that this man used his own account to place bets, using insider information from his own boss. Literally could have used anyone. His mom, his
They
cousin,
could've
his
easily Googled
girlfriend,
him.
best friend. But
That's probably
bro
what they did.
decides to use his own account to say, I'm just losing more brain cells the more I try to understand why he did what he did. Anyways, that's an opinion down below. What do you think about this? And yeah, catch you guys in the next one.
Damn, bro.